Okay, I am back with another video here. What I'm gonna do is a review on this ZR15s Zurich code reader, scan tool, whatever you want to call it. The issue that I've seen with this thing, so this is a specific review, pretty much over transmission temperature readings. So I bought this to do a transmit because I need to do a transmission service of the fluid on my 2017 Toyota Sienna. And I watched a YouTube of a guy, and he said this one will show the temperature for the transmission, so I decided to go with it. Well, I get it home and I plug up the Toyota Sienna, and it does not show the transmission temperature. So let me cut in on this also. Like when I've tried to read reviews before I even bought this thing about the ZR15s, the only one I ever found that kept popping up, it looked like some guy that was promoting and getting paid by Zurich or Harbor Freight or whatever. And I just want to let you know, I'm not getting paid anything by anyone. I don't care. Amazon, I get zero money from anywhere. YouTube, you name it, I get zero money from anywhere. So I feel like this is more of a true real live review, and that's why I wanted to do this video. So with that being said, the latest version, if you just go down here to menu, let me take one step back. The guy on YouTube that did a 2017 Toyota Sienna transmission service, his ZR15s, because he's the one that recommended this, does read the transmission temperature. Not sure exactly when he purchased it, but it had to be before this update in October of 23. So I'm just gonna go through some things real quick. So if you hit the menu button and you go all the way down to firmware version, so go here, and this is the current firmware that my ZR15s has. So I mean, I talked to tech support, and they said this was the newest update back in October of 23. Okay, so I'm assuming, you know, this was the update around November 5th of 22, blah blah blah. So he claimed it should be doing my Toyota Sienna well over, you know, because he said it should do everything up to 2022. Well, the guy on YouTube that had his ZR15s, his was actually reading, I ended up contacting him, and this was his firmware that he had on his ZR15s. So you can see that there's a big difference in the numbers here. I'm going to go back to see it. So I'm assuming this was the version probably before this one, and this one works reading transmission temperature and this one does not. So the tech support told me basically I have to wait until they come out with a new firmware update, whatever, you know. But I will say this will read it on some, because I tried it on my 2015 Silverado and it will read the transmission temperature on it. But I want to go to a known fact that I knew for a fact my Silverado had a temperature reading on the transmission, because it actually displays it on the instrument cluster itself. So, and then I also took my Toyota Sienna to a buddy of mine that has a snap-on, you know, top of the line scanner, and I want to make sure there was no malfunction with my temperature sensor on this Toyota Sienna, and it was also able to read. So my conclusion is, just from my investigation, is that this firmware, this V221105, there's a glitch in it somewhere on, I don't know if it's just Toyotas in general, but for some reason it'll read the 2015 Silverado but not this 2017 Toyota Sienna. But I feel like I've read another review somewhere that said they had a Toyota RAV4 maybe, and they also had the same issue with this. But there haven't been a whole lot of video reviews on this product, specifically on the transmission temperature reading, and I just want to get this out here, and also hopefully start a discussion. If you have any comments or questions, you know, people can chime in, and we can just see what people have experienced on their ends of it. Also, if you already have one of these, go ahead and call tech support, call Zurich or Harbor Freight. I mean, the more times they hear people complaining about this isn't doing the job that it claims to do, it's false advertisement, it puts a little more oomph into them to like fix the problematic issue here. So I'm not sure. I would like to go back. I may call tech support a little later, and I want to see if I can just get this older firmware version. I mean, it seems to be more ready, available to do things versus this 22 version. So anyways, that's pretty much it on the video. Here, I will show you this before I end it. So if you go back, because this is how you want to read this. So if yours is working correctly, you'll come and you'll hit the menu button, and it brings you to where it's actually at. So you will scroll up, service check is where the temperature for the transmission should be. So when you do this, you'll confirm 2017 Toyota Sienna, click yes. It's gonna, you know, go through its little voodoo stuff. The only thing it reads on mine is engine oil level okay. That's it. But there should be a transmission temperature reading in here also, because when I hook up to my 2015 Silverado, I do get that reading. So there's something in this firmware is what I've basically came to the conclusion at. But I'll go ahead and end this video and quit boring y'all to death here. And feel free, please, you know, if you have any experiences or anything like that, put them in the comments below. Maybe we can get to some sort of solution, and put a little fast forward on Harbor Freight on trying to get this thing fixed. All right, thanks for watching.